guy there. It took what was once the largest engineering project in history to fulfill the dream of an Atlantic-Pacific canal and redraw the world's ocean routes. The first 512 years of its story are in our last 4 videos. Someday we'll talk about those that have arrived since then, the bigger ones, including the one in the sky. General Goethals of the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers led the team that built a 2-lane canal that linked the seas. His men built big. No, not big. Huge. The locks, the Culebra Cut, and the dam at Gatun. And if you've never heard of them, oh, are they amazing. On the Atlantic side, Colonel Siebert's crews built a breakwater, and then they dealt with Gatun, the 3 locks, and the largest dam in the world at the time. On the Pacific side, Sidney Williamson had something similar, except he had 3 dams, a pair of locks at Miraflores, and 1 at Pedro Miguel. The locks are ginormous. Until the Hoover Dam arrived, nothing anywhere made of concrete was bigger. There are 12 of them, 6 pair. They're 1,050 feet long each and 110 foot wide. They act as steps, watery elevators, to move a ship 86 feet up to or down from Lake Gatun. It was the largest man-made lake in the world. Each holds 27 million gallons of water. 3 train-sized tunnels can fill one in as little as 8 minutes. The walls are 60 feet thick and hold all sorts of tunnels, pipes, and valves to control the water in and out. The ends of the lock are open, except for steel gates weighing 60 tons each that keep the water in. I was surprised to learn they're hollow, so they float. They close in an upstream point, so the weight of the water keeps them sealed. Every lock has 3 pairs of gates, 2 at the end for safety and 1 in the middle so that small boats can get through and use less water. Crossing the Continental Divide was by far the biggest challenge because here Mother Nature decided to fight back against mankind's ego. Colonel David Guillard got the job of digging an artificial valley that's 9 miles long. Now, that might not sound like much, but, and there's always a but. Think about this. He had to lower hills by 320 feet. The valley floor is 39 feet above sea level. It's 300 feet wide, and the top of the valley is 1/3 of the mile across. And they had to dig in the face of the torrential rains that fell 9 months of the year. 6,000 men made over 100 million cubic yards of land disappear. They used dynamite, 25 tons at a time, 60 million tons of it in total. Each blast, 2 a day, made 30-foot piles of rubble that the giant steam shovels made disappear. By the way, dynamite is dangerous. One accident killed 26 and injured 49. A blast went off too soon. There were 43 steam shovels that took 8-ton bites, a mouthful every 3 minutes. They spit out onto train cars. One of the 75 trains left every minute to deliver its load to the dams and the breakwaters. Nature fought back, and not just by making the men miserable from the rain. It caused landslides, hundreds of them. The rock itself was unstable and would tumble down. Tens of millions of tons of it would bury the valley floor 30 feet high, 40 feet high. it would erase the work of months in seconds. Over 200 miles of railroad track was destroyed in just 1 year. The dam at Gatun dwarfs the other three. It's 1.5 miles long, half a mile thick at the base. The very top is 300 feet wide. At the time, it was the largest dam on Earth, and experts worried that the ground itself wouldn't be able to handle its weight. Today, visitors, some of them go see it, and they actually don't know that it's a dam. They think it's a hill. In 1913, President Woodrow Wilson remotely detonated a dike in Panama. It allowed the waters of the Atlantic and the Pacific to finally mingle. Construction on making the world smaller, on bringing the nations closer together, would continue for about another year. But, and this is the last but, the canal opened on almost exactly the same day as World War I started. The celebration of what was one of the world's great achievements became a small one, just a local affair. Imagine that. The history of the Panama Canal will go on for a long time. While giant U.S. Essex carriers and Panamax ships still use the original locks, bigger ships have been built. So bigger locks have been built for the Neo-Panamax ships. These locks measure 1,400 by 180 feet. So is the practical lesson to schedule your parties early? I don't think so. How about this from President Calvin Coolidge? Nothing in this world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful men who have talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full with educated derelicts. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent. Another, by the way, that's one of my favorite quotes and is one of the things that drives us to keep making these videos. Alas, by the way, while the Panamanians renamed David Goulard's cut to Culebra in 1980, it and the canal itself will remain forever to honor all those who gave their lives there. God rest their soul. I am Mike for the Be More Better team, and my diet is on pause because I just had both eyes operated on. It's wonderful. I can see you better. Please comment, like, subscribe if you haven't, but always, always be more better. Body, mind, and spirit. And then be even more better when you help someone else stay the course. This has been a pleasure. Until the next one. Bye now.